Come join the Mr. Mythos Discord, which is our brand new lounge to hang out and chat about the mysteries of religion, mythology, and the occult sciences. And for the next 14 days, there's a special limited event for the Emerald Tablet, so hop on in and join the fun. Inside shadowy laboratories, hunched over bubbling crucibles, obsessed alchemists spent lifetimes chasing the transformative secrets of the Philosopher's Stone, a mythical substance which supposedly turns base metals into gold. Pursuit of the Philosopher's Stone has driven geniuses certifiably mad, and has taken some of the most powerful rulers to the very edges of ruin. The spiraling downfall of the late Sir Isaac Newton, as well as that of the Holy Roman Emperor Rudolf II, are but two examples. The irresistible yet impossible art of alchemy, the forerunner to modern chemistry, has inspired great beauty in thought, but also a sickening evil. After all, what corrupts the hearts of men more than control? Alchemy was about conquering Mother Nature and changing the fundamental elements of things as they are, a godly allure which had possibly endured since the prehistoric Bronze Age. Undoubtedly, the most influential and sacred alchemical text is known as the Tabula Smaragdina, or in English, the Emerald Tablet, which is considered to be the founding text of ancient Egyptian alchemy. For as long as its historical record dates back, the tablet has been said to contain the secret of the prima materia, the starting point for the transmutation of lead to gold. Isaac Newton, the founder of modern physics, and a man who dedicated the latter part of his life to the tablet, called it the una res, the one thing by which the world was created. The Emerald Tablet was not a book's worth of instructions, unlike most other alchemical texts. No, it was so simple and concise that the instructions were carved on a single emerald slab. Yet, countless throughout history have wasted their entire lives trying to fulfill its cryptic message, seemingly to no avail. I'm Mr. Mythos, and I welcome you to Truth or Lore. Authorship of the Emerald Tablet is attributed to Hermes Trismegistus, an ancient and largely anonymous figure whose identity is believed to be a syncretization of Thoth, the Egyptian god of wisdom, and Hermes, the Greek god of soul travel and divine communication. Ancient mystics taught that Trismegistus was a grandson of Hermes. Others believed that he was the reincarnation of some great spiritual teacher who, through multiple lives, had perfected his philosophical system and wanted to use it to guide mankind to his perfect form. From the many writings of Trismegistus comes a philosophical system known as Hermeticism, which was the inspiration behind secret societies like the Freemasons and the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. Christian writers wrote that Trismegistus was a prophet sent to the pagans of his time, claiming that he was a contemporary of Moses. They believed that he foresaw the coming of Christ and taught a monotheistic faith similar to Judaism. His prophetic ministry, they claimed, had unfortunately become tainted by its association with the dark arts. It is unknown exactly when his magnum opus, the Emerald Tablet, was created, but its earliest known mention was over 1,200 years ago in an Arabic text claiming to be a translation of a significantly more ancient document, which may have itself been a copy of the even older original artifact. At some point, the artifact was lost, but was believed to have been rediscovered by Apollonius of Tyana, a Hermetic Greek philosopher, spiritual healer, and seer nicknamed the Lord of Talismans and Wonder. Modern scholars agree that Apollonius lived somewhere around 97 AD. though some fringe academics claim that he was a contemporary of Alexander the Great, with some going as far as to say that Apollonius was present during the construction of Alexandria in 331 BC, and on Alexander's orders built a talisman, an inscribed stone thought to contain magic powers, to protect the city. Apollonius's most notable contributions were to alchemy and the occult sciences, particularly in the field of talismanic magic, where he was an expert. His talismans were usually made from precious stones or metals and were placed in cities to protect residents against vermin, plagues, death, and natural disasters. As the Hellenistic world was converted to Christianity, however, most of his talismans were destroyed due to being considered satanic. Apollonius is recorded to have visited a famous oracle in the Greek countryside who informed him, much to his surprise, that he would find the wisdom he sought under the statue of Hermes in his hometown of Tyana. Hurriedly, Apollonius returned, and beneath the statue, he discovered a secret passageway that led him into a deep subterranean chamber. The chamber was all but empty, save for the withered corpse of Hermes Trismegistus, sitting on his golden throne. In the old man's hands was a shimmering emerald tablet, on which was written, "The Art of Nature." He also held a dusty tome, whose title read, "The Secret of Science and the Causes of Things." Apollonius took both the tome and the emerald tablet and sealed the chamber, and what he learned from them became the tenets of his teaching. After Apollonius's death, the emerald tablet was once again lost, and this time it would never be found. It has been theorized that, along with the letters of Apollonius, it was entrusted to the Roman Emperor Hadrian and was stored in the vaults of his palace at Antium for safekeeping. Others have claimed that it was stored in the Great Library of Alexandria, where Apollonius possibly lived out his final years. Of course, the Library of Alexandria was burned to the ground, and much of what was stored within it was lost. Still, others believe that the tablet was hidden by Alexander the Great in the Great Pyramid of Giza, which corresponds with claims that the emerald tablet was publicly displayed in Egypt in 330 BC, 7 years after Alexander's death. A final, more esoteric claim is that the tablet was found by celestial beings who relocated it to a secret, sacred library deep in a hollow pocket of the earth. Clement of Alexandria, an early Christian theologian and philosopher, stated that there were 42 sacred tablets of Hermes and Thoth, the emerald tablet presumed to be included, which were hidden away in a subterranean vault until mankind was worthy of the knowledge that they held. The original emerald tablet artifact was described as being rectangular in shape and was supposedly crafted from a solid slab of emerald, though, as with many ancient emerald artifacts, it was probably made from green glass, jade, crystal, or jasper. On its face, carved in an alphabet similar to Phoenician, an ancient Semitic language, were the following words: "What is below is like that which is above, and what is above is similar to that which is below, to accomplish the wonders of the one thing. As all things were produced by the mediation of one being, so all things were produced from this one by adaptation. Its father is the sun, its mother the moon. It is a cause of all perfection throughout the whole earth. Its power is perfect if it is changed into earth. Separate the earth from the fire, the subtle from the gross, acting prudently and with judgment. Ascend with the greatest sagacity from earth to heaven, and unite together the power of things inferior and superior. Thus you will possess the light of the whole world, and all obscurity will fly away from you. This thing has more fortitude than fortitude itself, because it will overcome every subtle thing, and penetrate every solid thing. By it, the world was formed." The Emerald Tablet is only 14 stanzas long, and in its cryptic message supposedly lies the secrets to the universe. Over the centuries, scholars and philosophers have tried to interpret its true meaning. Sir Isaac Newton, Dr. John Dee, Edward Kelly, Samuel MacGregor Mathers, Aleister Crowley, and Roger Bacon are just a handful of perhaps hundreds, and the text remains marveled over, retranslated, and reinterpreted even in modern day. The most common interpretation of the Emerald Tablet is that it is a codified recipe describing the 7 stages of alchemical transmutation of lead into gold within a laboratory. Calcination, dissolution, separation, conjunction, fermentation, distillation, and coagulation. However, in retrospect of the dark history of alchemy, modern occultists have put forward their own theory for what the Emerald Tablet's cryptic message actually means. They claim that the tablet does not, in fact, teach one how to convert base metals into gold, nor contains a recipe of the legendary Philosopher's Stone, but that the alchemical process is an allegory for the development of the soul and the understanding of oneself. Perhaps these great thinkers of history were searching in the wrong place and should have applied the tablet's wisdom to themselves instead of their vain pursuits. This is why the tablet's most important line is arguably contained within its first verse, usually shortened to, "As above, so below." This brief statement has inspired mystics since its discovery. It perfectly describes the relationship between the microcosm and the macrocosm, mankind and the cosmos. We are inexplicably connected. The author Paulo Coelho once wrote, "I learned that many alchemists realized their destinies and wound up discovering the soul of the world, the Philosopher's Stone, and the elixir of life. But above all, I learned that these things were so simple that they could be written on a single emerald." What is your interpretation of the Emerald Tablet? Who exactly was Hermes Trismegistus, and why did he obscure his identity? And will the original artifact ever be found again? Let me know your theories in the comments below, and come join our Discord for more. I'm Mr. Mythos, and I'll see you in the next episode of Truth or Lore.